Hello, Janelle Ryan here from Sky High Coaching, and today I want to have a chat with you about creating your vision for the next 12 months. And we're going to bring into this conversation, how do we find our passion and our purpose, or how do we tap into our passion and our purpose? Because I get asked this a lot. People come to me and they want to know how they can create a vision to step into and bring in or incorporate in or include their passion and purpose, because what a beautiful way to live. What a beautiful way to live. Watching your vision unfold as you step into it, and also feeling good and feeling in alignment with your values, because you feel as though you're doing what you're here to do, why you're on the planet. So let's start with creation, or creating a vision. The first thing I want to say is, when people come to me and tell me they want to have a conversation with me about working together, the first thing, obviously, I ask them is, well, what do you want? What do you want to create? What do you want in your life? And sometimes the reply is, I don't know. I don't know. I've got no idea. I don't know what I want. And often they won't be very happy with my response, because my response is usually, I'm usually kind of calling bullshit on that. Not even kind of calling bullshit on that. I'm calling bullshit on that. Let's just call it what it is. Because we do know what we want. We do know what we want. It's all inside of us. And if something has come from us, it is for us. Okay. So why doesn't this just unfold? Why, Janelle? Why can't it just come out of me? Why don't I just know? You do know. There's just something that's stopping you from having it. There's something that's stopping you from creating it. And, well, the first and foremost is, often we're not getting quiet enough to listen. So that's the first thing, is in this busy Western world, we run from one thing to the next. We're always on the treadmill. We don't stop. We think success is about working harder and striving harder and doing more and being bigger. And, you know, we wear busyness as a badge of honor, and we never, or hardly ever, stop to listen. Take time for ourselves, take a breath, do something that's quiet, journal, meditate, go for a walk, especially in nature, get away from our phones and technology for a while. So that's the first thing I would be suggesting. If this is you, you've clicked on this video because this topic or this heading, title resonated with you, that would be my first suggestion. Well, my first suggestion is, you do know, but my second question is, have you ever slowed down long enough to uncover it, to listen, to find out? The next point I want to make is, you're creating all the time. We're creating all the time. We are never not creating. Some people are doing it unconsciously or subconsciously, and some people are doing it consciously. So there's millions of people in the world who are doing this subconsciously or unconsciously, not really taking any notice, not understanding that every decision and choice they make in this moment will unfold in their future, guaranteed. Or maybe they do understand that, but they're so busy, excuse me, they're so busy or unclear on what it is they do want to create, that it all seems too hard to consciously create, or consciously take steps towards creating a vision and then stepping into that vision. So we're creating all the time. So you may as well become conscious about it, right? Wouldn't that make more sense, and probably even give you some more fulfillment and some more happiness? So how we do that is we stop and we listen. It's all inside you, and if it's come from you, it's for you. Okay? So we can't imagine or desire something that isn't for us. So that's a big thing to remember. you're not just making shit up. It's coming from you because it's for you. So I would encourage you to, or invite you to, get quiet and really get quiet. I don't mean, okay, kids, I'm going to shut this door and I'm going to be gone for 5 minutes. I mean creating a space and finding a space where you can be relaxed and really let some thoughts flow. And write a couple of headings. Write health and just health. Write career or business, whatever it is for you. Write home, and often that encapsulates family and love as well. And maybe you want love to be a separate one. It's up to you. The headings are up to you. But sometimes I find if we just start with 3 or 4 and have a bit of a practice, tapping in, have a bit of a practice connecting, we start to get into the flow of everything. And you ask yourself this question. If a friend came up to me 12 months from now, so you've got your heading, maybe the first one is health. If a friend came, because that's the most important thing, right? Without that, you don't have much else. If a friend came up to me in a year's time and said to me, and was excited to see me and hadn't seen me for a year, and said, sit down and have a coffee or a cup of wine. Sit down and have a coffee or a cup of tea or a glass of wine or a glass of beer with me and tell me about your year. And I am truly interested. I want to know everything about your life right now. Someone who's not just banging into you or smashing into you or bumping into you and saying, hey, oh, I'm really cute. How are you? What's going on? See you later. Too busy. Can't stop. I'm talking about someone who actually really cares and is going to sit down and listen to you and wants to know where you're at in your life right now. What's going on for you? What's happened since they saw you last, which was a year ago? Where are you now? What's going on in your career or your business? How is your health? How's your love life? What's happening at home with your family? And this person cares enough to shut up and listen. What would you love to be telling them? What would you love to be telling them about your health, about your wealth, about your home, about your love life, about your business or your career? And sometimes we can get a little shaky on career. Think about what kind of job you'd like to be doing, the kind of people you'd love to be working with, how much money you want to be making, whether you're traveling for your work or not. Are you in an office? Are you at home? Is it a large organisation with thousands of people? Is it small with 2 or 3 or something in between? So just start to let whatever comes up, and this is free writing, right? This isn't analysing. This isn't wondering if you can have it or not. It's not that. It's just because you've found your quiet space and you've become quiet and silent. Just let yourself free write. It's called free flow. And just see whatever comes out. Just see what comes out, and then work out what you can do with that, and start to put that into a vision. And once you start to put that into a vision, this is what I'd love to be telling someone a year from now. It's really important at the end it's great to focus on physical things we want, or types of jobs we want, or the perfect partner for us, but at the end, I encourage you to free write on, how will this make me feel? So how do we want to be? And I think a lot of people miss this. They miss how they want to be feeling mentally and emotionally. How do you want to be feeling? Okay? So that's how simple it is. It may not be easy, but so much of life is simple. Sometimes we overcomplicate things because this is coming from you, so it's for you. Okay? See what comes out, and then that's your vision. You turn it into a blueprint and you step into it every day. What can I do today to bring this to life? What small step can I do today to make this happen? Now, maybe you already have a vision and it's not appearing or it's not happening, that's because you've put some blocks around it. Okay? So the biggest block is we believe we can't have it. For some reason, we believe that this isn't for us. We believe we're not good enough. We believe we don't deserve it. We believe we weren't born into the right family. We believe we weren't born in the right country. We believe we haven't had the right opportunities, ... whatever it is for you. That block has to go. So if it's come from you, it's got to be for you. So if it's not happening, if you're not stepping into it, there's a block somewhere. So start to work out what that block is and then remove it. Passion and purpose, living our purpose. Wow. It's become, in some circles, this has become a really big thing. We've got to live our purpose. We have to live our passion. Our life isn't worth living if we don't have purpose and passion. And yep, those things are awesome. But they don't have to be curing cancer, and they don't have to be solving world poverty. They don't have to be expansion into the next galaxy. And I think that's why everyone gets stuck or hung up on, I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know what my purpose is, because they think it has to be this really huge thing that changes the world and changes humanity. You can change the world and change humanity in really small ways. In fact, if you think about it, every single person on this planet has a responsibility to each other, to community, to society, and to the planet. And I can talk way more about that because we're all connected. And what we do right here, right now, in our homes, in our lives, actually affects the whole galaxy, the whole universe. So you are important, and your actions are important. So it doesn't have to be on this grand scale. You don't have to be visible to the whole world. It can be something you do at home. And I'll tell you something about your purpose. Well, obviously your passion are things that make you feel good. Do more of those things. And your purpose is really simple. I'm sorry it's so simple. That's why I hesitated then, because it's kind of simple, really simple, too simple. It's the thing you can't not do. Your purpose is the thing that you've probably been doing since childhood. Your purpose is the thing you can't not do. It could be helping others. It could be looking after animals. It could be picking up rubbish when you walk down the street, cleaning up. It could be being the best mother in the entire world, in your world. It could be, I know someone whose purpose it is, and it's a beautiful purpose, and she said she's been doing it since she was a child, connecting people. She connects people. She wakes up in her day and thinks who needs to meet who and how will that make them happy. So again, it's about getting quiet and just reflecting over your life. So this part's a bit more reflecting or reflective. What do I enjoy doing? What do I love doing? What are the things I can't ever not do? Even if I won lotto, even if a rich uncle left me $2 million, what would I still keep doing? Just by default, just naturally. And I think that's the other thing where we get stuck on purpose, where we think it's meant to be this grand thing that we go and find. You know, there's books about it and courses, find your purpose. We go and find it. They can be helpful, yeah, sure. Anything that gives you knowledge is helpful. But just think about the things that you would be doing anyway. So I'm going to leave that with you. If you have any questions or if you would like to have a deeper conversation, just drop me a line, send me an email, or message me through one of my social media channels, and we can have a conversation. That's absolutely fine. I do want, actually, before I go, I do want to add something else in. Make sure you're tapping into your vision and not the vision someone else has for you. So that can be another little block. So sometimes the block isn't only the block we've put in our mind, it's I'm doing something that's expected of me, or I'm doing something that's a natural next step because of what I did in the past, or I'm doing something because someone else told me I should. So just be mindful when you're creating your vision, when you've gotten quiet and you're free writing, just be mindful that you've dropped into you. And that might be getting grounded, it might be doing a meditation, it might be earthing, walking, in bare feet on the grass, just making sure, deep breathing, just making sure that what you're writing is coming from you. That's it from me now. Have a go. It should be fun. So, because it's dreaming, right? Pretend you're a child again. Pretend you're 5. Just go and dream, because when we're 5, we believe we can do anything, and we were absolutely right. See you.